today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Kirk Cousins and the New York Jets taking on Drew Lock and the San Francisco 49ers.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. A due battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Carried by the wide receiver.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
2 yards on the pickup.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lock. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 27.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 54 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. For former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
On play action, Lock. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Lock. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Lock. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Jets, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Cousins. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Lock.
28-yard line.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 18.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now to the air, Lock. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a
nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
New York ready to go again offensively. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
And 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
44-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11 now. Now the toss to Bell running right. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Niners 6, Jets nothing.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Cousins now from the 50. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First down.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd down.
He finds Roberts, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A gain of 14.
His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Locke. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
6. Jets, nothing.
New York gets set to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Given 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Tyler Fackrell on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Cousins to throw it. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. And he fires one incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
2nd and inches.
The give is to Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he puts it through. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up there. Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Drew Lock.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins, and he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Cousins now to throw on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another Jets first down.
On first down, Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 11. Throwing is Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
1st and 10.
A catch by Le'Veon Bell, and in 2019, 66 catches, but just 461 yards. Both of those totals well short of his career highs. An important piece of any offense with his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 23.
Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. He's done his part, but so far it's been a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
1-yard gain.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Alex Erickson on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Cousins. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sheldon Richardson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they wind up throwing it against your advice, but the result's still a 4th down.
Well, it did turn out to be a safe throw. And you know how sometimes coaches talk about using short passing game as a run? Essentially, that's what they did there. Now they can kick it away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard chance 1st and 10. Julian Edelman and the rest of the offense back onto the field now. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
49ers.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Locke. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
San Francisco.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Second and inches. At the Jets.
Block now to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Complete to Kyle Rudolph.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And a 49er first down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And it's up and good. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I think Le'Veon Bell is now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taken off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, and some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though.
And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st and 10 at the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Sheldon Richardson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A give to Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now.
Brings up 3rd
and looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 23. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax, you don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And that one one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
At his own 5-yard line.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go with Watt again, the fullback. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cousins to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40.
They'll throw again. Cousins, a screen to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Cousins. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cousins again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and
Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
By Grady Jarrett.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Crosby puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
The game, 14-all.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph.
Locke's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
At the 26-yard
Shotgun snap to Locke. Toward the right sideline, but it's Jeffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 7.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But it's
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Gives to the first man through, wide. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a gain of 6.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Darryl Worley up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. Able to get this to Gordon. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
49-yard
And partner, the tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this one to Pittman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Carrier.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
So now the Niners down 20-13. A minute 8 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Locke. And Rudolph has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer. longer.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Very solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Chris Jones on the stop. It's a pickup of 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
A gain of
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Christian McCaffrey on the handoff.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Block working out of the gun. Roberts with it over the middle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 4 yards down to the 15. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Locke to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Seth Roberts. Incomplete.
Well, what was the term that you just used a minute ago?
Well, especially in overtime, mistakes get magnified, so it's time for us to get our microscopes out, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on out there. That was very close to being a crucial play.
Yeah, got to look that ball in, didn't, and it hit the ground. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Our final score.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.